There are creatures in this world, ancient and terrifying, that defy explanation. Creatures that exist in the spaces between our understanding and the unknown. One of the most feared and powerful among them is the Skinwalker. Rooted in Navajo legend, the Skinwalker is a shape-shifting being that can assume the form of animals or even humans, a creature of darkness driven by malevolent purpose. The Navajo, like many other indigenous peoples of North America, believe that the world is full of unseen forces, both good and evil. Among these forces is the Yi-Nald-Lushi, translated roughly to, with it, he goes on all fours, but more commonly known as the Skinwalker. To speak of the Skinwalker is to invite fear. This being is not just a ghost story or folklore meant to scare children. It is a very real force of evil, one feared by those who know of its power. The Skinwalker is said to be a witch, one who has chosen to embrace dark magic for their own gain. To become a Skinwalker, a person must commit the most horrific act imaginable, murdering a close family member. This vile act breaks the natural order, allowing the witch to transcend their humanity and take on the power to transform into animals. Coyotes, wolves, bears, and even birds, no creature is beyond their reach. But the most disturbing thing about the Skinwalker is not its ability to transform, but the twisted, unnatural way it mimics the forms it takes. Imagine walking through the desert at night, the wind cold and sharp, when you hear a noise, a howl, but not quite right, like the distorted sound of a wolf trying to scream like a human. Or you see the silhouette of a coyote in the moonlight, but there's something wrong, something off. It moves too smoothly, its eyes reflecting not just light, but an eerie intelligence. You can feel it watching you, stalking you, as it waits for the right moment to strike. This is the Skinwalker, something that's not fully animal, not fully human, but a terrible hybrid of both. The Skinwalker is more than just a creature of transformation. It is a predator in every sense of the word, and like all predators, it hunts. The Skinwalker's power comes not only from its ability to shapeshift, but also from its mastery of dark magic. It can run at terrifying speeds, far faster than any animal or human. It can move silently, stalking its prey through the night without making a sound. Some say it can even possess the bodies of those it kills, taking on their voice and likeness to trick and deceive those left behind. Many who have encountered the Skinwalker speak of an overwhelming sense of dread, a suffocating fear that grips them long before they ever see the creature. It's as though the very air becomes heavy with its presence. Even the bravest warriors and hunters refuse to speak openly about their experiences. For to even mention the Skinwalker is to risk drawing its attention. It is said that if you hear someone calling your name in the dark, and it sounds like the voice of a loved one, you must not answer. For it may be the Skinwalker using the voice of someone you trust to lure you into the shadows. And once you respond, once you give it that power over you, there is no escape. Skinwalkers are not invincible, but they are incredibly difficult to kill. Only a few know the secret to destroying one of these creatures, and those who do rarely share the knowledge. Some believe that silver bullets, blessed by a shaman, are the only thing that can bring a Skinwalker down. Others say that you must discover the true identity of the Skinwalker, the person behind the curse, and confront them, exposing their secret to the world. Only then can they be defeated. But what makes the Skinwalker so terrifying is that it can be anyone. Your neighbor, a friend, even a family member could be hiding a dark secret. It's said that the Skinwalker lives a double life, blending in with society during the day, while hunting and transforming under the cover of darkness. And once they have chosen you as their target, you will never be safe. They will watch you, stalk you, learning your habits and weaknesses, and when the time is right, they will strike. Survivors of Skinwalker encounters often describe the same eerie pattern. strange noises at night, the sound of footsteps on the roof, and the unsettling feeling of being watched. And then, one night, they see it. A creature, half human, half animal, standing in the shadows. It watches them with cold, predatory eyes, waiting. The legend of the Skinwalker is not just a tale of horror, but a warning. The Navajo people believe in the balance between the natural and supernatural worlds, and the Skinwalker is a symbol of what happens when that balance is broken. It represents the dangers of greed, selfishness, and the abuse of power. But more than that, it is a reminder that some things are better left untouched. There are forces in this world, ancient and powerful, that should not be meddled with. To speak of the Skinwalker is to invite its attention, and once it has noticed you, there is no way to unsee it. Even now, as you listen to this story, the Skinwalker might be watching. Perhaps it has heard its name spoken, felt its presence, acknowledged, and maybe, just maybe, it has already chosen you as its next prey. So if you hear footsteps outside your window tonight, or the sound of an animal crying out in the distance, remember this story, and whatever you do, don't go looking for the source. Because once the Skinwalker has set its sights on you, it's already too late.